Now, listen, you guys, the Babs are out there and they're basically making Tina Knowles' Backtrack. These are interesting times that I can assure you. We're also going to be talking about Solange and, the altar that she decided to post and how people are interpreting that. And at the same time, Cuban Doe is also not letting up. And we're also going to be talking about Nicki Minaj calling out Jay-Z and basically talking about the unfairness and how he's out there, abusing the power that he has. And at the same time, we're also going to be talking about, this entire situation with the Breakfast Club's Lauren LaRosa. The Babs are on her neck. And interesting time, I promise you. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Tina Knowles. Yesterday, I did a video and I was talking about how she decided to be shady towards Nicki Minaj. It seems like right now the Babs are not having it to the point where they were eating it up in the comments. Now, she had to limit the comments at some point, but by the time she did that, the comments were already in the 3,000s. And if you do know her account, it doesn't really get as many comments as this one. The Babs are like, this ain't 2018 or 2019. If you want to play, we're here to play as well. And I love this energy because back then people capitalized off the fact that people would just let some rumors fly, some narratives go around. So far, it's a couple of people that I've seen the Babs corner into doing the honorable thing or the right thing. So Mama Tina Knowles now decided to backtrack, and this is what she edited her post to. She said, Miss Tina Knowles says, wow, I reposted this because it was talking about our relationship. It had nothing to do with anyone other than me and Beyonce. Please stop being messy and dragging me into something that I do not have anything to do with. You guys should be ashamed. Oh my God. And the Babs, even after that entire backtracking, they are still not letting up because they are basically pointing out that, well, this is typically how you do damage control. You gaslight people and make it seem like it is their fans because, ma'am, you knew exactly what you were doing. How many times are you going to be liking ridiculous things or reposting ridiculous things and then you turn around and you act like you don't know what is going on? But that being said, I'm very proud of you guys. I'm very proud of you because it's high time people say whatever they want to say with their chest. And the Babs were even bringing up the entire time that the other time that she was out there liking a picture that was talking about the R word as it pertains to Jay-Z. So this is how the Babs are now cloaking her and cloaking her way of handling the backlash. This is what somebody said. They said, I was hacked. I didn't read it. I didn't mean to. I don't subscribe to Miss. And then they said, number one, lie about circumstances, which is I was hacked. And then two, deflect and avoid accountability. I didn't read it. I didn't mean to. And then three, shift blame to the stance. I do not subscribe to Miss. And that's exactly how she decided to handle this entire situation. And honestly speaking, these are interesting times, okay? She doesn't want that mess because people were now saying that if anything else comes about, the Tidal swindler, you better stand on business. If Nicki Minaj decides to take the legal route and it shows that indeed these people owe her money, stand on business as well. Because how are you on Essence all day acting like you're all for women? But when a woman is speaking up against herself, you'd start to personalize the situation and make it about, oh, it's my son-in-law and this and that, and you want to be hypocritical. These be the same people that will be wearing these white clothes and sitting on those bus stools at Essence, acting like, oh my God, black women empowerment. I guess it's empowerment when it's Desiree Perez, when it's media platforms thanking Desiree Perez for giving them financial assistance or something like that. I love that the Babs aren't with the nonsense anymore. Another person who's been called out is Lauren LaRosa. They are on her neck, and I love it. And the Breakfast Club as a whole, I do believe, and I've made peace with the fact that they are clowns at this moment. And that's the reason why I'm not even going to insert the nonsense, the tomfoolery that they were doing. in the guise of fake journalism. Because what do you mean? You're gonna talk about the Nicki Minaj tweets, but then you're gonna cherry pick those you want to talk about and those you don't want to, so that you can paint the narrative to say that she's just crashing out for no reason. It's interesting how they conveniently left out I mean the money that Nicki was saying the men from Fraudulent Nation owes her, how they left out the entire issue with the title swindler and him being accused of having a son with a 15-year-old. They conveniently left out all of that, and then they just went ahead to clown. And for the likes of Lauren LaRosa, who's just starting out, I mean, he used to work at TMZ and stuff like that. But as a media personality by herself, this is the first time that she's getting the main limelight, okay? And I guess she doesn't realize that someone who has been in the game like Charlamagne the God really doesn't have much to lose right now. Because if it is money from payolarization by now, would like to believe that, well, he has had enough of that. He has like received enough money to make his bank account fat. But the likes of you, Lauren LaRosa, you're just starting out and already you're being captured. Charlamagne can get away with doing all these things, and he doesn't care about how people view him right now, because I mean he's becoming irrelevant. He's slowly becoming irrelevant. I mean, the other day he was talking about, oh my God, he would like to collaborate with Kai. He realizes that his relevancy is not where it used to be. But you, Lauren, are just starting out, and this is how you're deciding to start your career. You're going to always go down in history as that lady who got compromised the moment that she got the spotlight. Imagine going down in history as that woman who is out there suppressing other women's voices just because another person is greasing your checks. That's how she's gonna go down in history as. And you're just at the beginning of your mainstream career. But I love that the Bubs are keeping their feet on her neck, because sooner or later you're gonna become irrelevant just like Charlamagne. Okay, that's how you're gonna become. And it is what it is. I mean, she's digging the grave for herself. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, Solange. Okay, so Solange posted a picture of herself and her altar, and people were going wild in the comment section. Okay, people were out there basically accusing her of doing voodoo on Nicki Minaj. Of doing dark magic on Nicki Minaj, and some people were bringing up Azealia Banks, saying that Azealia Banks said something about Solange and her altars, and now things are coming to pass. People are beginning to see that, and personally, I'm like, I don't think that she would be out there doing voodoo on Nicki Minaj, dark magic on Nicki Minaj. I don't think so. You guys really think they would be brave enough to do that? Because one thing I've noticed about dark magic is you do dark magic on somebody, and I don't know, is that dark magic? What is that? For those of you who are in that sort of faith, what's that? Who is that? What's that doll? Like, what does it represent? I was saying that dark magic, you guys, it's not as easy as you think it is. And if you do dark magic with someone who's very prayerful, trust me, the outcome is not beautiful. It's not pretty at all. And I say this from experience. You may hear me cackling and laughing and making jokes with me, but spiritually, I'm a child of God. And I've seen this go down in real life, you guys. And it gets really dark. It gets really dark if that dark magic backfires. You would not like it. But anyway, you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about the entire situation. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, Nicki Minaj is not letting up. She went on stationhead today, and it seems like she's determined to tap into the streaming world, and she is deliberating on whether she should go on Kick or whether she should go on Twitch. And a lot of people are encouraging her to go on Kick because they are saying that Twitch is very controlled and stuff like that. And so, she should go to Kick. And Aidin was even coming in there talking about, oh my goodness, I will throw in some equity in there. You need to come to Kick streaming and all of these things. And Cenat is also out there reaching out to Nicki Minaj, asking her to check her DMs. I don't know what is going on. It's a lot of things that is going on. One thing about Nicki Minaj is she will literally shake the internet, and now she's shaking the streaming world. And I'm like, how are you able to do all of that with that height, Nicki? Like, I need to understand this. Like, how are you able to do all of this? Because the attention that she is getting and the way that things and people are moving, you would swear that she's out there rolling out something, an album or something, because she gets the attention effortlessly. And that explains why people want to attach themselves so badly to her. Because, I mean, we've seen people doing a lot of things, really, bringing live animals, on the runway and stuff like that to get this amount of attention for their rollout, but nothing is sticking. But in comes the pink lady laughing on stationhead, cracking jokes and, spitting facts in between, and people are losing it. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this entire situation. She went on Station Head and allowed me to just insert, what she had to say about the industry and people abusing power. And it seems like right now she isn't scared of anyone at all. She is calling this man directly. And if you know Nicki Minaj, she just doesn't do things randomly. When you see her moving like this, there's a lot that she knows. I'm not surprised if a month later things come out and people are like, oh, that's why Nicki was moving the way that she's moving. This time she's not taking the long route to call out these people. She is calling them directly. And when you see her happening, something is about to go down. Something is about to go down, and let's see how all of that is going to end. But anyway, you guys, I also forgot to mention something. My goodness. Advovo BBL, they are alleging that Advovo BBL is going broke, to the point where she had to take out a 250,000 loan to bail out a certain person by the name Randy Harvey, and allegedly that person belongs to the B word, the Bream, and he is allegedly an unaliver. That's not all. It seems like a lion was actually placed on her bank account as collateral, and that would mean that if she doesn't pay, her financial assets within that account will be seized. And for some reason, Ken Barbie likes to come on the internet and act like somebody getting her tour financed is unheard of. They want someone else to fund a multi-million-dollar tour by her personal finances. And somehow people think that this makes any sense. Meanwhile, your friend in the background is allegedly taking out loans to bail out convicts. You cannot make this up. Now I understand why she's always out there bothered and projecting. And one thing about that team that never fails is each time you see them calling someone broke, just know they're going through something. Remember that time they were out there, Nicki owes this, Nicki owes that, and then only for them to come out that their favorite is struggling to pay for their houses. At this point, I don't know what's up with the transformer. I really don't know if she's genuinely just smart, because in the first place, why are you out there affiliated with these people? Because each time we hear about her name getting attached to these people, it's her helping somebody out, to get out from prison. It's just a lot, man. But I guess she needs the protection because she wants to be fake G so bad that she's willing to pay a price for it. But anyway, you guys, let me insert Nicki Minaj station head. I'm not gonna be coming back after that. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. And until my next one, see you.
You know what dawned on me? You know how so many times, like, we talk about, you hear people talk about the good old days, and you know how people talk about, like, the best time and hip hop and, stuff like that. And you know what just dawned on me? Tell you a story, a fictional story. What if what if the reason why people don't have enjoyment like they used to in the music industry? What if the reason is one particular group of people? When you have artists, think about this. When you have the biggest, most influential rappers boycotting award shows, you know who suffers the most is the fan. And I just realized it. And it's no, and it's not one award show. It's not one award show. And not only award shows, but just things that some of the most influential rappers, right? Who who it would have benefited everyone for these people to have a voice and their audience, right? Just imagine alienating all of these chosen by the people artists, fans in real life artists. Just imagine if you alienated 9 huge icons for one person and their team. What ends up happening? What ends up happening? What happens when no one can speak? So what I realize is the fans have been affected in the more than everyone else. The fans who are saying constantly, this shit ain't, what it was before, and this shit ain't fun, and da da da. The fans simply wanted to escape their daily lives within music. Nobody's ego had to start isolating people who the fans chose. And now when the fans go and watch an award show, they can't even relive those moments that meant the most to them in their lives because so many of their favorite artists, superstars, have been alienated, ostracized over one person's ego. Wouldn't that be a sad story if that were true? Imagine if two female rappers didn't already come out and say that they were in a meeting with label execs who told them the only way they would get signed is if they agreed to getting at Nicki. Y'all don't understand. These motherfuckers fucked up y'all entertainment, my nigga. Like, y'all are the ones that paid for it. The fans who have nothing to do with this shit. The fans who spent their hard-earned money on this shit can't even put on a fucking show where they used to see all of the biggest names. Because of a bunch of behind the scenes things that people can't speak about. Because of fear and control. Because of manipulation. That's not how it used to be. It never was like that. You would go to these things and every major celebrity it would be there. Having fun, smiling, taking pictures together, etc. Trying to spite one person here, one person there has cost this music industry so much money. That's not what people put on their TVs to see or go on the social media to see. People have a connection to us. They deserve to get the fantasy. Not orchestrated attacks on people, and so then now you've made the fan, the average fan, not even a diehard, you've made them feel that they have to defend their favorite artist, and they can't support other people that have disrespected their favorite artist because they got so tired of the disrespect. And they started putting themselves in my shoes or in their favorite artist's shoes because they grew up. Look at how much it's cost y'all now and about to. All of the mental abuse that people have suffered silently. But fuck all of that. The fans. Like, yo, do y'all realize? Like, all of that shit that y'all did? Like, wow. Mm-mm-mm. The fans have suffered from this. And then it'd be the people who pretend to be so unbothered and positive. And God sees you. I hope you know that. Doing and being that in public and then behind closed doors. Doing so much to people. When will it end? When? When will it end? The constant abuse of power. We get it. You control everything. We get it. But there are a lot of people who've put in a lot of work. The fans would like to see these people like they used to. And be entertained like they used to. And these people don't deserve the lies, the harassment. All they did was put their all into music. Do you think that's easy to do? Hmm? Do you think it makes sense for some of the most loved artists to literally not even want to do music anymore? This is what people use for their escape from the real world. People deal with so much. That's the only thing I used to have was music to zone out and to just forget about everything, you know? So when the people who were blessed with the gift of music that that are able to touch the people, and who said that? They're not self-appointed. The people chose them. The people chose them. That means there is a level of this being therapeutic for people. And a person with the gift is able to heal or help heal other people. So so when you make it so that people who were gifted with something from God, when you make it so that they no longer want to do their gift, um, I just had to block this idiot. And see, that is why motherfuckers are not thriving. You could not pay me to not like a bitch and be on their station and listening to them talk. I would hate the sound of their fucking voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? This is why I win every time. I don't care about you. You care about me. Everyone around you cares about me. Me and the Barbs don't care about you. It's not clocking, is it? It's not clocking that we're standing on fucking business. It's not clocking. Um. So yeah, that was just what I. Okay, do you guys? All right, put a thumbs up if you feel like you thoroughly understood and agree, and put a thumbs down if you feel like you're still trying to assess what I was saying. Hmm. Wow. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. So that's why it's important to, whenever you can, not being forced to, but whenever you can, to speak your opinion freely about how music and the music industry used to make you feel versus how it is now. This is an industry that can only work with the people. Like it's like, you know what I mean? So like paying so much money for bots and stuff, right? Like, and then still having to face the real world. If you're not connecting to real people, you are not connecting. So I guess the bots make you feel better online, make a lot of, and I'm not speaking about one specific person. I'm sure the bots boost your ego online, and most people didn't know that they were bots for a long time. But my goodness, what is going to happen when you cannot use the bots? Like, are you not worried about when the real numbers come in and stuff like that? Like, and do the fans not want to still be